Rahim. My name is Sheikh Abdul Wahab. In the last 2 days, we had Wajir County conference in Wajir Town, here in Guest House Wajir Town. This conference is named Reconciling and Restoring Kenya Through Structured Dialogue. After completing the conference, the groups actually have produced communique, and I am here to read the communique as follows. Wajir County Dialogue Reference Group planned and convoked Wajir County Dialogue Conference that was held on 21st and 22nd of October 2020. The conference was attended by over 60 participants with representations from religious leaders, national government, county government of Wajir, Wajir County Assembly, civil society organizations, elders, institutions of learning, youth, women, BWDS, private sector, professionals, trade unions, border, and tax operators, among others. The main goal of the conference was to enhance a structured dialogue to promote cohesion and equality as the underlying solutions to the perennial conflicts and division in our country, especially during the election period. In order to achieve this, the conference sought to enrich Ufungamano House by discussing the 7 themes to enrich the resolutions of the National Dialogue Conference that was held in September 2018 at Ufungamano House by discussing the 7 themes that emerged from the conference. The 7 themes are economic recovery and accelerated service delivery, decisive action to deal with corruption, constitutional and legal reforms, electoral reforms, security sector reforms, strengthening devolution, institutional performance and governance, national cohesion, among other emerging issues within Wajir County. The conference undertook robust conversations on the 7 thematic issues laid down in the framework for national dialogue and reached the following resolutions. Number 1, in the area of economic recovery and accelerated service delivery. The participants were concerned on the economic situation and service delivery in Wajir County, especially in the light of COVID-19 that has worsened an already viable economy and the resultant runaway cost of living. The participants therefore reached the following resolutions. A. The national government should connect Wajir to the national grid so as to spur economic growth and solve the current persistent power outage that has crippled various businesses in the county for the last 4 years. B. The national government should fast track the construction of Siolo Mandera Tamak Road in order to link Wajir to the rest of the country. The Wajir County government, in partnership with religious leaders, to initiate a structured dialogue with the host community in order to facilitate piping of fresh water from the neighboring sub-counties to operationalize the Wajir abattoir and use the water for domestic purposes. D. 30% of the employment in Wajir County should be reserved for the youth, minorities, and the marginalized groups. E. Just like there is a coffee board, sugar board, and tea board, the government should establish livestock board in order to enhance offtake and value addition of the livestock and livestock products in Wajir County. F. County government and national government to impress public participation in all stages of service delivery in order to prioritize needs and enhance equality, justice, and fairness. G. Setting up of cottage industries like gum Arabic processing, milk processing, cement processing in Wajir County. H. Commercialize the Wajir International Airport to improve business. Number 2. Decisive action to deal with corruption. The participants have noted with a lot of concern that corruption has penetrated into the operations of the entire county system and has crippled service delivery. Due to the rooted corruption, service delivery has greatly been hampered, further increasing the vulnerability of the residents. The hard economic times worsened by drought and COVID-19 pandemic in the county. It is on this backdrop that the conference asserts the following resolutions. A. The Head of State shall declare corruption as a national disaster in order to stimulate the necessary energy to fight corruption in the country. B. The ruling of Justice Ngugi on governance accused on corruption be extended to state officers, and any state officer accused of corruption be forced to step aside and immediately be barred from accessing office. C. Establish county budget economic forums in the counties in order to bring together the county executive, county assembly, members of parliament, and the public with a view to prioritize county spending areas. D. Establish strong internal audit committees in Wajir County so as to give the counties an opportunity to audit themselves and insert timely correction mechanism on public expenditure. E. Establish and strengthen county internal monitoring and evaluation committee in order to embed proper implementation of county projects and programs. F. Establish county anti-corruption committees with composition from national government, county government, religious leaders, and civil society. Fund and support the Department of Civic Education to facilitate public sensitization on corruption and to put in place a sustained and continuous public education on evils of corruption up to the grassroots level. G. The county government should hold duty bearer and right holder engagement forums quarterly to enhance accountability in service delivery. H. Develop a 5-year CIDB constituency integrated development plan for every constituency through public participation for effective implementation of national government CDF projects. I. Proper implementation of the Campaign Financing Act of 2013 in order to enhance issue-based campaigns. J. Decentralize IBO and Office of Ombudsman to the county level in order to promote access to justice and reduce corruption-related vices. K. The government should protect whistleblowers on corruption. L. Accord security of tenure for anti-corruption commissioners and the CEO in order to give the independence to execute their mandate without fear or retribution. Number 3. Constitutional and legal reforms. The conference noted constitutional and legal reforms as an inevitable undertaking, especially after the inauguration of the 2010 Constitution at 10 years. The conference therefore resolved as follows. A. The government should enact laws to allow counties to allocate budgets to the wards in order to devolution to the grassroots level. B. The government should enact laws that requires those seeking elective posts to sign service agreement contract with the voters. C. The government should introduce legislation to repeal the 2/3 gender rule, since it is an ambitious goal that cannot be achieved in our current scenario. D. The allocation to the counties from the exchequer should be increased to at least 30%. E. The county government should create ward-based committees to manage the ward-based funds. F. The first runner-up for the presidential election be the leader of opposition and given state privilege, and he or she shall sit in the parliament. Number 4. Electoral reforms. The participants observe that electoral reforms are a prerequisite for peaceful elections in 2022, especially with the current political situation in our country, owing to the formation of the Tanga and the Kieleweka brigades. The conference therefore resolved as follows. A. An independent body, preferably the Ministry of Education, should be tasked to do verification of academic certificates for anyone seeking elective posts in order to ensure those seeking political offices have the required qualifications and competence. B. IEBC should make voter registration exercise a continuous process in order to avoid last-minute rush voter registration that create political tensions. C. IEBC should come up with an electoral platform that allows voters to cast their votes from any polling station within the country. Number 5. Security reforms. Terror suspects must be taken through judicial process to mitigate, enforce disappearance and extrajudicial killings through robust training of police officers on human rights compliance policing. D. The National Police Service should partner with the national government CDF to provide adequate housing and sanitation for police officers, especially in Wajir County. The police officers at the border counties, such as Wajir, should be adequately tooled and kitted to enable them respond effectively to terror threats. The government should offer psychosocial support to police officers who are battling with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Number 6. Strengthening devolution, institutional performance and governance. The constitutional offices that are mandated to set standards, regulate and provide policy framework for counties in the implementation of devolved functions should take their role seriously and make sure the county funds are properly used. B. Wajir County government should establish sub-county sector working group to be headed by sub-county administrator with membership from all the sub-county departmental heads to fast-track service delivery at the sub-county level. The county government of Wajir should enhance inclusivity in resource allocation. 7. National cohesion. The participants were of the view that national cohesion is a vital topic that every community and nation should embrace. Considering the importance of this theme, the conference has resolved as follows. A. The national government to form peace and security committees and ascertain the inclusion of women in its composition. B. NCIC should establish an office in Wajir County to support the journey for Wajir County cohesion. 8. Emerging issues within Wajir County. The participants noted the following emerging issues that requires concerted efforts to address so as to guarantee the prosperity of the county. A. Investment on youth enterprise. The conference has realized that there is a high level of unemployment in the county and I wish to urge the county and national government to make sure that they invest on youth enterprises in order to solve unemployment issues, especially among the youth in the county, which, if not checked, can have negative consequential impacts. B. Wajir County urban planning. The conference noted with a lot of concern that there is a poor town planning for Wajir town. The access roads for the town have been blocked, and if the current situation is not checked, it can worsen beyond repair. We therefore proposed that the Wajir County government should work on proper planning for the town and open the access roads that are slowly getting closed. See, education in emergencies. The participants have noted with a lot of concern that northern Kenya has been used as a recruitment center for other Kenyans. Teachers from other counties have been purposely recruited in Wajir County and later on withdrawn at the pretext of insecurity. We therefore first wish to ask TLC not to recruit any non-local teachers in Wajir County. We also ask the county government of Wajir to honor its pledge of sponsoring all our students who wish to do education, as this will go a long way in bringing homegrown solution to this recurring issue. We also ask MBs to also sponsor students who wish to do education from their constituencies using the CDF fund. C, last but not the least, is about drug abuse. The conference has really agreed that the government must take robust action against the drug dealers and drug users in Wajir town. Thank you very much.